Right, in today's video we're going to be testing out the waterproof capabilities of the newly released Action 5 Pro. So first of all, let's take this external cage off just so I can show you the 3 points what you must ensure is completely watertight. So first of all, let's check the battery compartment. Now when you open the battery compartment up, you're going to see some red rubber here. Now this is going to protect the Action 5 if any water was to try and leak inside. It cannot get past this. And just before you fully close the battery trapdoor, you're going to see a red line there. Now you always must ensure that when you snap this shut, there's no red line visible. So that's the first place. The second place we've got to ensure is watertight is the charging port where the USB-C sits. Again, you've got a red rubber housing to stop any water leaking in there. And you'll also see the 2 red tabs again. It's the same principle. Make sure that's snapped shut and you've got no red tab visible. And the third and final place you want to check's watertight is the lens cap. Now this differs slightly from the Action 4 as DJI's put this rubber seal on which just pops off. And when it pops off, it's rather tricky to get back on. I can only imagine that they've done this. It's for grip because this is difficult to twist on and off without it. Now on the Action 4, it's kind of like this rubber mount, but it's already fixed in position. It doesn't come off like this does. It is rather tricky to get back on, as you'll see. So really, I think DJI should have stuck with the design of the Action 4 because this is a bit tricky to get back on. And also when you're out in the field and you're wiping this, it easily drops off. You'll just twist this anti-clockwise to take it off and then back clockwise to tighten it. So always ensure before going in water you've got your battery trapdoor with no red tab showing, your charging port with no red tab showing, and then finally make sure the lens cap's fully tightened. So now that we've checked all 3 points are fully watertight, let's submerge it in water. Here we go. Right, so first of all, let's power the Action 5 on. So this is a first for me, so hopefully nothing goes wrong, but I've got a lot of confidence in this as I own the Action 4 and I've took that in lakes, streams, rivers and recently the Mediterranean Sea. So let's submerge this and hope it works. Okay. Just hit record button there. Let's submerge it. Right. Spin that around. I think we can agree that's fully waterproof. So again, just make sure them 3 points of contact are fully tightened, and as you can see, you'll be fine to submerge it in water. And just like on the Action 4, the lens cap, water just runs straight off of that, as you'll see when I submerge this and bring it back out. So the water running straight off the lens cap there is a complete bonus because you don't want water droplets on your footage. And it's always good practice to ensure that you've got your resolutions and frame rates set before you go into the water. And then when you've set your resolution and frame rates, just swipe down, hit the lock button, and now when you submerge it in water, just hit record. Now no splashes from the water is going to activate the screen there. That swipe to unlock screen will just disappear as it's done now, but you won't be able to activate anything. And then when you're ready to come out of the water, you'll just simply swipe up and then you'll have access to the menus again. Now the Action 5 Pro can be submerged in water without an external case to a depth of 20 meters. Now that's just a 2 meter upgrade on the Action 4. The Action 4 was 18 meters, So it's just a 2 metre difference there with the Action 5 Pro at 20 metres. And you can also buy a waterproof external housing which will take you down to 60 metres. That'll be great for scuba diving. And now I've brought the Action 5 over to the sink just to run some water all the way around it. I'll just hit record there. I'll just run it into the microphones and switch over to the Action 5 so you can see what that sounds like. So I'm running the cold water all over the microphones, turning it upside down, really giving it a good waterproof test here. And as you can see, it is completely waterproof. So now that we've fully submerged the Action 5 Pro and run water all the way around there, even into the microphones, I think you can agree we've given it a thorough test. So now that I've finished with the water test with the Action 5 Pro, let's have a look at the trapdoors. So as you can see, you've got a little bit of water there, but when you open the trapdoor, there's nothing in the battery compartment whatsoever. So it's just good practice, obviously, to wipe them down before you close them. And now we'll check the charging housing. You can see there's just one speck of water. That's no detriment. And then just inside, let's get it into the light there. As you can see, there's no water droplets inside there. And then finally, let's check the lens cap. Just anti-clockwise to take this off. And is there any water around here? And as you can see, that's completely dry, which is a good thing. And there's also no water droplets on the inside of the lens cap. So now we'll just put that lens cap back on. Again, make sure that's tightened on there, and then you'll be good to submerge in water again. So to recap, when you're putting the Action 5 Pro into water, just ensure the 3 points of contact here are fully watertight. You've got your battery trapdoor, your charging trapdoor, and then your lens protector on the front. So when you've checked all those 3 points are fully tightened and you've got no red tab showing, you'll be able to confidently put the Action 5 Pro in the water. And also remember, you'll be able to submerge without a case to 20 metres, and then with the case you'll be able to submerge to 60 metres. Now I know this is the Action 5 Pro, but it's very similar to the Action 4 which I own. And just on the end screen I'll put a video up there so you'll be able to see the snorkeling video in the Mediterranean Sea, and that was used with the Action 4 without an external case. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel. There's been plenty more videos in the near future. But for now, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And bye for now.